The legal and regulatory framework is the backbone of the real estate industry. Without legal order, the real estate market would be chaotic, prone to fraud, land grabbing, multiple ownership disputes, unlawful evictions, and unregulated developments. This module offers you an in-depth examination of the laws, institutions, documents, and legal procedures that govern real estate transactions and developments. Real estate professionals must be legally literate, not only to protect their businesses and clients, but also to ensure they operate within the confines of national and state regulations. From land acquisition to tenancy laws, documentation requirements, and dispute resolution, this module prepares entrepreneurs for the legal realities of the real estate world. Introduction to Real Estate Law. Real estate law encompasses all rules and regulations that govern land ownership, property rights, real estate transactions, zoning and land use, leasing and renting, inheritance and property transfer, mortgage and foreclosure, dispute resolution mechanisms. It draws from constitutional law, property law, contract law, environmental law, urban development policies, customary and statutory land laws. Understanding real estate law ensures due diligence, avoidance of litigation, proper documentation, transparent business practices, key property documents. Real estate professionals must understand how to verify, interpret, and process key property documents, which serve as proof of ownership or interest. Common property documents in Nigeria and many African countries include Certificate of Occupancy, C of O, legal recognition from the government of land or property ownership, deed of assignment, transfers ownership from seller to buyer, survey plan, describes land boundaries and measurements, excision and gazette, legalizes community-owned lands, governor's consent, mandatory for land transactions under the Land Use Act, deed of lease or sublease, power of attorney, POA, sales receipts and offer letters, building plan approval. Each of these documents must be verified with the appropriate land registry or ministry. Land tenure system and ownership laws. Land tenure refers to the system through which land rights are allocated and recognized. In Nigeria, there are two primary systems. 1. Customary tenure, managed by traditional rulers, often undocumented, dominant in rural areas. 2nd, statutory tenure, recognized by the Land Use Act of 1978. Land is vested in the state governor, who grants rights of occupancy. Ownership types include freehold, leasehold, statutory right of occupancy, customary right of occupancy. Key law. The Land Use Act, 1978, vests all land in each state in the governor and provides a framework for ownership and transfer. Regulatory institutions and bodies. Several institutions regulate real estate activities at different levels. Federal and state bodies. Federal Ministry of Works and Housing. State Ministries of Lands and Urban Development. Land registries. Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, REDAN. Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, NIESV. Town Planning Authorities. Surveyor General's Office. Other regulatory requirements. Tax registration, FIRS or State IRS. Registration with CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission. NIESV or REDAN membership for credibility. Adherence to building codes and safety laws. Land use, zoning, and urban planning laws. Zoning laws regulate how land can be used in a given area, e.g., residential, industrial, mixed use. Urban planning ensures sustainable and safe development through plot ratio limits, height restrictions, setbacks and easements, road access and drainage, environmental impact assessments, EIAs. Violations lead to demolitions, fines, blacklisting by regulatory agencies. Real estate developers and agents must consult local planning authorities before development or marketing of properties. Common legal pitfalls and how to avoid them. Some legal problems include multiple allocations or double sales, title defects or forgeries, disputed lands or family inheritance issues, unregistered documents, encroachment and boundary disputes, tenant default and eviction delays, mitigation strategies. Always conduct due diligence. Use registered professionals, lawyers, surveyors, valuers. Avoid cash payments without documentation. Verify title and legal history with the registry. Ensure valid government consent is obtained. The role of legal professionals in real estate. Legal professionals serve key roles: drafting and reviewing contracts, conducting title searches, securing government consents, advising on joint ventures, filing litigation or arbitration in case of disputes, guiding on tax implications of property sales. Real estate entrepreneurs should develop long-term relationships with ethical legal professionals to protect their assets and reputation. Key takeaways: real estate is deeply legal in nature. No transaction is valid without legal backing. Laws vary by state and region, especially on land tenure. Documents such as C of O, survey plans, and deeds must be verified before purchase. Government agencies regulate ownership, development, and zoning. Legal ignorance or shortcuts lead to loss, fraud, or imprisonment.